Greetings, Earthlings. I'm Justin, and today I just wanted to sing you a happy holiday song to hopefully help raise your holiday spirit. Feel free to share it with all of your pals to help spread that holiday joy. And if you know the words, of course, I would love for you to sing along with me, but don't feel obligated because this is my holiday gift to you. So without further ado, I present to you the 12 days of Christmas as told by Jesus Christ. On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree. On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me another partridge in a pear tree, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 3 partridges in a pear tree, and another partridge in a pear tree, and that first partridge in a pear tree. On the fourth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 2 pairs of partridges in a pear tree, and 3 partridges in a pear tree, and those other 2 partridges in a pear tree, and that first partridge in a pear tree. On the 5th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 5 partridges in a pear tree, and 2 pairs of partridges in pear trees, and 3 more partridges in pear trees, and those other partridges in pear trees, and that first partridge in a pear tree. On the 6th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 3 pairs of partridges in a pear tree, 5 partridges in a pear tree, 2 pairs of partridges in a pear tree, 3 more partridges in a pear tree, 2 partridges in a pear tree, and that initial partridge in a pear tree. On the 7th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 7 partridges in a pear tree, 3 pairs of partridges in pear trees, 5 more partridges in pear trees, 2 pairs of partridges in pear trees, another 3 partridges in pear trees, those previous 2 partridges in a pear tree, and that first partridge in a pear tree. On the 8th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 8 partridges in pear trees, 7 partridges in pear trees. What am I gonna do with all these goddamn birds? 6 partridges in pear trees, 5 partridges in pear trees. At this point, I also have quite a few pear trees. 3 partridges in pear trees, 2 pairs of partridges in pear trees, the partridges that I missed, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 9th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 9 partridges in a pear tree, 8 partridges in pear trees, 4 pairs of partridges minus 1 in pear trees, 6 partridges in pear trees, 5 partridges in pear trees, 2 pairs of partridges in pear trees, 3 more partridges in pear trees. I don't know if I can afford all these birds, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 10th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 10 partridges in a pear tree, 9 partridges in pear trees, 8 partridges in pear trees. I really don't think I can afford to feed all these birds. I have $40 in my bank account, and I still have an unpaid parking ticket. 3 partridges in pear trees. Do partridges even get along with pear trees? Are they from the same ecosystem? Am I possibly creating an evolutionary mistake from that partridge in a pear tree? On the 11th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 11 partridges in pear trees, 10 partridges in pear trees, 9 partridges in pear trees, 4 pairs of partridges in pear trees, 7 partridges in pear trees, 3 pairs of partridges in pear trees, 5 partridges in pear trees, 2 pairs of partridges in pear trees, 3 more partridges in pear trees, the other 2 partridges in pear trees, and I was totally okay with that first partridge in a pear tree. On the 9th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 12 partridges in pear trees, 11 partridges in pear trees, 5 pairs of partridges in pear trees, 9 partridges in pear trees, 4 pairs of partridges in pear trees. I really am going to have to water all these pear trees or they're going to die. The pear trees... Do pear trees and... Where are partridges found? The partridge is a relatively small bird that usually lives on the ground. Researchers group these birds in the Phasanidae family, along with pheasants, grouse, and quails. They're ground birds. They don't even go in pear trees. Different species of these birds inhabit different types of ecosystems. However, all three species prefer open grassland or meadow-style habitats. The gray lives in grasslands and the edges of woodlands. Darians also live in open areas or open woodlands and prefer habitats with sparse shrubbery. Finally, the Tibetan prefers mountainous meadows with a variety of low brushes and shrubs. Does the partridge make a good house pet? No, partridges don't make good house pets. They are wild birds and are normally quite flighty and fearful of humans. These species build their nests exclusively on the ground, usually under the cover of shrubs or grasses, so nesting in a pear tree is also improbable. On the other hand, there are dozens of fruit-bearing and ornamental pear varieties planted wildly in parks, along streets, and in orchards. Thus, although gray partridges and chukars likely didn't evolve in ancient pear groves, they certainly have plenty of opportunity to encounter them nowadays, and they can burst into short bouts of powerful flight, more than enough to land them, at least hypothetically, in the lower branches of a bough laden with juicy fruit in question. We guess this would happen only if a bird were alarmed and a pear tree offered the only nearby protection from some kind of ground-based predator. In any case, we hypothesize that the partridge would not remain in a pear tree long enough for both bird and tree to be presented as a gift to a true love. Therefore, given the available information from both professional and amateur observers alike, our final assessment of an ecological association between partridges and pear trees is extremely unlikely. Of course, discoveries never cease, and we do encourage you to report any sightings of partridges, arboreal or otherwise, living in pear trees.